Good morning, everybody. It's Brooke with Mrs. Cog Hill Farm, and we are starting off in my kitchen, but we aren't cooking. Well, kinda. I cooked last night, but this is something that I have to take care of this morning before I go out and take care of any of my other animals. Last night, when I came in, every hummingbird feeder that I have was empty. And here's what happens. It's just from it being outside for a few days, it starts to form a little bit of mold, and I have this little brush that I go in and I clean out each hole before I refill the hummingbird feeders. We have 5 feeders out there and they're all empty this morning. So before I get started with my other animals, I gotta take care of my feathered friends who are plentiful here, and they have gotten used to me feeding them. So let's get that done first. I just use a mixture of 4 to 1, which is 4 parts water, 1 part sugar. And I bring it to a heat which dissolves the sugar. It doesn't have to boil, just so long as that sugar's dissolved, that's all you want. So I got my mixture prepared last night so it could be cool and ready for this morning. So I have one of my hummingbird feeders filled up, and they are just buzzing this morning, ready and waiting on me to get their new formula put out here. I can hear them. I don't know if y'all can or not, but let's see if we can't actually see some of these birds. All right, here we go. I guarantee you it won't take but a second for them to realize that I have one of their feeders filled up. Got Rocky over here with me this morning. He's there went one. He's going over to the empty one. I'm gonna get them all filled up. I know y'all don't want to watch me fill up hummingbird feeders, but I'm gonna get them all filled up and ready to go before I head out of here. I could sit right here in this rocking chair all day and listen to these birds and watch these beautiful creatures just enjoying their man-made nectar, and I can't. I have things I need to do, but I know that they are taken care of, because once they get used to a feeder being in a specific place, you kind of need to keep them full, and that's what we've done all summer, and we've been rewarded by their beautiful little flying wings. Just in abundance, plentiful birds this year. I'm just so thankful, and we'll continue to put out feeders. Now, we do not take our feeders down. There's a common myth that you need to take your feeder down by a certain time of the year so they can make their migration across the Gulf of Mexico, and that is not true. They will not stay because there's feed. They're gonna leave. Their instincts are to go where they need to go to migrate south for the winter, and you can leave your feeders out as long as you have birds. When the last one is gone, take your feeders down, pack them away for the winter, try again next year. But they're not going to stay just because they have a food source. They have plants, they have blooming flowers, and those don't keep them, and neither would your man-made nectar. Well, y'all, I'm not looking at the camera because I'm driving. I had an unexpected emergency, and that was my friend Catherine over at G&G has her grandson down at the driver license office. He is 15 and has been 15, and he's down there to take his driver's permit, and she forgot a paper that he needs. So I am running to town while she sits in order, because they pass out numbers and take the people in order that they arrived. And she doesn't want to lose that order because she's been there, well, for a couple of hours now. So while she's waiting, she realized she didn't have a paper. So emergency for Dee Dee and myself, we're running to town to take Catherine the paper that she needs in order for her grandson to get his license. Y'all, Catherine keeps saying that I owe her, and She doesn't owe me anything. This is what friends are for. Here she comes. All right, friend, here you go.
Can I tell you I love you?
Oh, I love you too, and I would do anything in the world for you.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Bye, y'all.
Good luck.
Thanks.
And just like that, she's got what she needs, and I'm on the way back to the farm. Y'all, I'm back home, and I'm right back where I started, except for now, the sun is shining, so I'm gonna stick on a ball cap, and we're gonna go over to the barn, where Jason has taken care of everything so nicely of him, and allowed me to run to town and get Catherine the document that she needed in order for her grandson to take his permit test. And congratulations to Devin, because he did indeed pass his test. So, you know, that's what friends are for. She kept saying, I owe you, I owe you. You don't owe me anything. You don't owe me anything. That's just a gesture of kindness that any of us could do. So happy to help a friend in need out. Dee Dee, you gonna stay here, girl, or you going with me? I have a feeling since the sun's out, you're gonna wanna go back in. Come on, let's go back in, come on. Dee Dee said it's never too hot for work around here. She's coming with me, y'all. All right, girl, if you coming with me, we're gonna have to drive side by side. I am not gonna allow you to walk all the way to that barn in the middle of the day. All right, Dee Dee, you and this bighorn ready to get some work done? We got Caden over at the barn. We're gonna see what he's doing and tell him it's just about time for him to come to the house and me to fix his lunch. Scoot over, I'm driving. Unless you decided that, well, maybe since you rode with me to town to get Devin's permit, maybe you took your permit test too and you decided that you can drive. Scoot over, girl. I'm not trusting you. Y'all see, he didn't even turn around. Well, there he is. He didn't even turn around when I came up because he's working so diligently. We want to get this trailer painted and a new coat of paint put on it, and Caden's got to go back to school shortly, so he's here today getting the rust off of it and getting it to where we can put a coat of paint on it and make this trailer last. So I'm gonna head home and get Caden's lunch fixed for him, get Jason's lunch fixed for him, and I'm gonna stop at the pigeons on my way home and make sure everything's okay there. I'm probably not gonna film them because, well, I just need to check on them. Right, baby? Willie, how you doing today, big man? You looking so good. Y'all, this horse, I saw a picture come up on my phone, and I don't know the angle that he was at, but he was in the trailer, so I'm guessing about right there. And you could see the shape that this man was in. He was not good. And I literally think that his life would have been, well, just cut short, for lack of other way to say it, if he hadn't been put in somebody's hands that was gonna take care of him. And I'm glad to say it was us, buddy. We're happy you're here. Even if my finger did get broke trying to lead you around. And I'm married again. They released me to wear a silicone ring if I chose to, and I did choose to. So, hey, it's not your fault. I was leading you, and you just decided to get in a hurry, and I shouldn't have tried to hold on to that rope. But no fault of yours. I think I might need to give Willie a bath. Oh my goodness, that's just from petting him. Reska, are you that dirty too, girl? All right, so I'm gonna use my other hand with you, and I'm gonna pet you, and I'm gonna see if you need a bath too, because we might have to arrange for that if that's the case. I mean, of course, as soon as I bathe you, yeah, she's not quite as bad as Willie. You're a lady. You don't do all that playing in the mud like Willie does, do you? One thing's for sure, Willie is not going to let somebody else get attention and him not be involved in it. You're okay, buddy. You're a good horse and you're in good hands. I promise you, we're going to do everything in our power to take care of you and give you the good rest of your days, you and Reska. Before I head home to fix the guys' lunch, I have to tell y'all something, and that is that we talked to Lodge Cast Iron, and they are going to let us have another run at the Skillets. There were so many of you that said you missed out, and you really were disappointed because they sold out before you had a chance to place your order. And they've given us a second chance. But y'all, when we got the first ones, it was February when we ordered them. They got here in April, and we've been sitting on them for that long because we did not think that we could handle shipping them, and we just didn't know what to do. So the cost has increased, and the cost has increased substantially. The reason the cost has increased is due to tariffs. The material has gone up on their end. Even though they're a USA corporation, they do have to supply iron, and the tariffs take place. So we had to raise the price $5. Now that still is, we really needed to raise it more than that, but we felt it was only doing the best we could do by keeping the price at $34.99, $5 increase. I assure you, we are not making not one penny more off of these skillets than we were on the first run. You can contact Lodge if you have any doubts. The price has increased substantially, and we can't afford to eat that. So we are taking pre-orders. It is live on our website, www.coghillfarm.com. We expect them to be here around October 1st, and we will ship them as soon as they come in. So it does take a matter of time for them to produce a quantity of the skillets. They have to change out their tooling, and I just appreciate each and every one of you that ordered from us or attempted to order or just left a nice comment. No matter what you did, we appreciate you. And we're just blown away by the response and are thankful to have the opportunity to offer it to you again. But they will be sold at a pre-order, so we know how many people want them, and we know how many to order. Now the difference in the last delivery and this delivery is the last time they brought them on a semi-truck. So in order to keep the price as low as possible, this time I'm going to pick them up in Tennessee. Tennessee is where Lodge is manufactured and produced, and in order to save you guys some money, I said, hey, if it'll cut the cost down some, I'll run over to Tennessee, I'll rent a big truck, and I'll pick the skillets up, bring them back to the farm, because the cost of them to deliver it increased you guys' price. So we're doing everything we can to keep that price low, but just know, if you want one, you need to pre-order it. Well, y'all, I've been coming out here every morning and checking on the Victorian crown pigeons because obviously, you know, we had a predator that killed our male that's been here since we moved here and before. And we have a trap still in the aviary. So every morning I come out, make sure everything's well, make sure I haven't caught anything in the trap, take a peek at them, and this morning was different. So when I came in this little enclosure, we have it kind of like double secure. So this is a little room that you come into before you actually go into the aviary. And this morning there were no pigeons in here, which that's odd because every morning there's pigeons flying around waiting on Mary Carl to come feed them, and that was not the case. Still, I didn't think too much about it until something caught my eye under the stairs over here, and I saw what it was. Jason, do the honors. This little fellow right here. It is a hawk. I believe it's a Cooper's hawk. I haven't gotten that good of a look at it. I thought he was injured because he was kind of putting his wing out and going up underneath the stairs. So I called Jason to help because I did not want to grab him. And I mean, you can see their beak is just meant for taking bites out of prey. And I didn't want that to happen to me. So I called Jason. He brought a towel. And when he got in here, the hawk started flying, which is, well, he didn't want to be caught, and I needed to catch him because I am thinking this may have been what happened to the Victoria Crown Pigeon. What do you think?
Very possible, yeah.
Very possible, because we have two latches that go to the aviary. And if if that bird pushed on that bottom door,
Yeah,
he could have pushed it open to where he got in there. Now, we don't know that for sure, but I can tell you one thing. We're going to check him out. If he's injured, I'm going to take him over to Oak Mountain in Birmingham, and they rehab birds of prey. There is only
the state.
there are only 2 centers in the state of Alabama, and that's Auburn University and Oak Mountain in Birmingham. And we don't know for sure that he's injured, but we're going to check that out thoroughly. Not in the pigeon loft. He's coming out of here to a place that he can be further examined, and we'll make the decision, and I'll update y'all on what happens. Jason, thank you for helping me. And little buddy, thank you for making your presence. He didn't want to show his face.
No, I don't. I'm scared he's on.
Well, we don't want him to fly.
Yeah, because I'm not squeezing him. I don't want.
Yeah, I don't want to squeeze him either. It's hot. And look, the pigeons have a trap door that they can go in and out of. But you see over there on the top of that aviary, or coop, so to speak, they are lined up because they're not coming in here. They are not coming in here. They're scared to death. They know something's in here. And I guarantee you, when you exit, they'll be back. All right. Well, we did it in here to make sure he didn't get loose. And I am just not sure. See that wing, Jason?
Let's see. Hang on, get this shut now.
See how he's doing his
I
wing?
can't see.
That's what he was doing in the coop.
I want that's like a defense.
I mean, our carrier is nasty because it's been stored, but it was a spur of the moment thing. We would have rinsed it out otherwise.
It was just got cobwebs on it.
Yeah.
Inside's clean.
Inside's clean. What do you think? Cooper's hawk?
Yeah, I think Cooper's hawk.
All right, buddy.
I'm gonna read about them spreading their wings like that.
Yeah.
I think it's the defense mechanism.
Well,
I think he's, look how big and bad I am.
Well, he's big and bad, all right. I have contacted Oak Mountain in Birmingham, and they are indeed going to check the little Cooper's hawk out and make sure that it doesn't have any injuries, which I can't be for sure of because it is holding that wing up. They do that as a defense mechanism when they're trying to protect food, and that may be the case. The hawk belongs here. And yes, it took something's life, and it was unfortunate, but they are protected federally under the Migratory Bird Act, and you will pay big-time consequences if you were to euthanize or, do anything that didn't involve taking it to a rescuer. And Oak Mountain and Auburn University are our choices. So to Oak Mountain I go, and he's moving around. When I opened the door, he let me know he was in here. So he's been in the cool milk room, and hopefully Oak Mountain will get back with me if they don't examine it while I'm there and let me know the outcome. When I picked this crate up, I realized how light it was. So I wanted to put him on the scale and weigh him in the crate. And then when I get back, I'll weigh the crate again. 5.4 pounds. And we're gonna weigh this again when we get back. All right, buddy, we are here at Oak Mountain Wildlife Center, and we're gonna get you seen about. So I think this right wing might be injured. I'm gonna let them make the call, but we just want to get him here and get him checked out. Hey, buddy. We are so fortunate to have this facility here in Alabama that will take in injured birds, and oldest and largest wildlife rehab center. 2,000 wild bird patients from over 100 species are cared for annually. Oh, that's cool. All right, y'all, the bird was examined at Oak Mountain, and come to find out it's perfectly healthy. So it has to be released near our property. She said, of course, not near the pigeon loft, but near our property, because well, that's the law. So we are on the way back with the bird, and I'm glad to know that it's not injured. I would not have wanted it to be euthanized if it was an injury that it could not overcome. So best case scenario that could have happened for the bird. Okay. Oh, he flew so fast that I couldn't even get him on the camera. Oh, is he? Still there? Oh, I see him. He's fixing to fly. Well, y'all, needless to say, my day has spent me for 2 curveballs, and I'm back home. I'm at the farm, and I have the crate empty that I took the hawk to Oak Mountain in, and we want to weigh it. We want to know how much that little hawk weighed, the little Cooper's hawk. And I told y'all we were going to get a weight on the empty crate because I need to know. He was small, but I want to tell y'all how small he actually was. So the crate with the hawk in it weighed 5.4 pounds. Here we go. So empty, the crate weighs 4.7 pounds. So from 5.4, we're gonna do it again, to 4.7. So the bird weighed 13 ounces. So 13 ounces is a pretty small bird. Most of my chickens weigh approximately 5 pounds. I've never put one on the scale recently, but that's your average size chicken. So that ought to give you a way to compare the size of that little Cooper's hawk to what a chicken is. Now, most of the time what happens is they will take the chicken's life and they will consume it right there because they're not big enough to tote it off. And that may be what happened with the crown pigeon, is he did what he needed to do right there, and he could not take off with the bird, obviously, because it would have been 6 times bigger than him, even more than that. So anyway, I've been running today, and I need to do something to take care of things here. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm just thankful that I was in the right place at the right time today. Wasn't expecting it by all means. I know you guys probably weren't either, but I appreciate y'all. And until next time, y'all be good.